All right, so we're working on factoring trinomials here. All right, and we come across four situations here. So let's stick with the same set of factors here. So let's go with x squared plus 14x plus 24. Our second one, we'll go with x squared minus 14x plus 24. All right, so in both situations here, we're going to be looking for factors of 24. So in all these problems, it's that c term. We talk about x squared plus bx plus c being our constant. It's that c term that's going to drive all these problems, okay? So we're looking for factors of 24. That have a sum of 14. So your factors of 24, you have 1 times 24, 2 times 12, that's what we're going to use there. But you also have 3 times 8, if we're trying to get 11, 4 times 6, you add those, you're going to get 10. All right, but here, we have addition and addition, so we're going to factor this into x plus 2 times x plus 12. All right, and again, this is your solution. That's all you got to do. If you multiply that out, you get x squared plus 12x plus 2x plus 24. Right there's your 14x. All right. But on number 2, we're trying to get a negative 14 there. So you're just going to switch it around and make it x minus 2 times x minus 12. Because, again, when you multiply it out, you're still going to get x squared, but then you have minus 12x minus 2x, but then on the end you have negative 2 times negative 12. It's still going to give you that positive 24. All right, so we're going to stick with the same theme here. All right, so when c is negative, so don't even look here, just look at c. Okay, just going to tell you everything to get started here. Negative 24, that means that my factors are going to be opposite signs. So we're still going to be looking for factors of 24. But a difference of 10. So we're still going to go with 2 and 12 here. Those ones that still have a difference of 10. And I'll keep them in the same place even. All right, but we want to get a positive 10. So I'm going to make my bigger factor positive. Okay, so again, this is your answer right here, x minus 2 times x plus 12. You can also have x plus 12 times x minus 2. That's fine. So it's going to give you your positive 10x there. All right, and then to get a negative 10x, all you got to do is switch up what's positive and what's negative. So we'll go x plus 2 times x minus 12. Again, that's your answer right there. Right there, that'll give you your negative 10x. All right. So again, you got to first decide, I mean, on all these, the first thing you're going to do is list your factors of C. Okay, that's the first thing you're going to do on all these. Then decide, are they going to be the same sign or opposite signs? If C is negative, they got to be opposite signs. If this is positive, if C is positive, then they got to be the same sign, either both positive or both negative. Doesn't matter. All right, so something like this. You got a minus 56 on the end here. So everything's going to start off with me writing factors of 56. If you want to write negative 56, that's fine. And it's negative, so they're going to be opposite signs. So we need the difference of 1. Three doesn't go into 56, 4 and 14. 5 doesn't go in, 6 doesn't go in, 7 and 8. Okay, you can also tell here that, we're always looking for factors of that third term. That's never going to change, okay? Two numbers, we multiply them together, we get the third term. If you get confused as to is it the sum or difference of the middle term, just list your factors, okay? And just think, if I add or subtract any of these factors, how am I going to get 1 out of any of these? 1 and 56, you add them, you get 57, or you subtract them, you get 55. 2 and 28, you add them, you get 30, subtract them, you get 26. 4 and 14, you add them, you get 18, you subtract them, you get 10. 7 and 8, add them, you get 15, subtract them, you get 1. So we definitely have to go with 7 and 8. And since we want a positive 1 in the middle there, we want to make our bigger number positive. Whoops. So x plus 8. Because we multiply that out, we'd get x squared plus 8x minus 7x. And give you your plus 1x right there. All right, so again, I'm always starting off with factors of that third term. And it's positive, so I'm going to be adding them. We want a sum of 15. So we got 1 times 50, 2 and 25. 3 doesn't go in, 4 doesn't go in, 5 and 10. Again, only way I'm going to get 15 out of factors of 50. So if the one thing you remember here is always looking for factors of that third term. It's kind of going to lead you right to the answer here. You don't have to do a whole lot of work to figure out the answer then. So again, we're going to factor this into x minus 5 times x minus 10. Again, you multiply it out, you get x squared minus 10x minus 5x plus 50. And right there's your negative 15x. All right, so one last set of examples here. This is going to kind of give you like a nice compare and contrast, with all the positives, negatives, that kind of thing. All right, so first up here, everything's positive. So factors of 3 that add up to 4. You only got one set there, x plus 1, times x plus 3. You'd get 3x plus 1x to give you your 4x. 3 times 1 is 3. Over here then, factors of 3 that add up to negative 4. We just make it x minus 1, x minus 3. Down here, we're trying to get a positive 2. So we're going to go x plus 3 and x minus 1. All right, and then over here, we're trying to get negative 2. So I'm just going to make my bigger factor negative, smaller factor positive. Okay. So, this is a good slide to have. I'll post this, to kind of do a compare and contrast here. All right.